If you don't shift, life will. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Early in the morning, I guess, huh? 5 o'clock in the morning, you can record.
Very early.
What's up?
So here is food for thought for today.
Okay.
They say the only constant in life is change, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question. If we as parents don't shift our mindset, do you think life or even our kids will force us to shift anyway?
If we as parents don't shift our what?
Don't shift our mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the life or kids will force us to shift anyway?
Question to you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I would like to see a comment in there. What do you think on this question? It's a very nice question, by the way. If you don't shift, life will shift you like there's no tomorrow. Imagine the escalator going up, right? To go up, you have to stand, but to go down, you have to make effort. If the moment you stop, you're gonna go up. Same thing, reverse. If the escalator is going down and you're going up, you gotta stop, you're gonna shift you down. It's the same thing in life. I don't know if you understood what I said, because yesterday I got a comment from a friend of mine. He said, you say something that, like it's like, the earth is earthy. That's actually me. I'm just joking. Listen.
But if we try to parent our kids with old mindset,
Right.
we end up completely out of touch. And the kids will shift with or without us.
So this is like a 4,000 years story.
Right.
Don't ask me how I know 4,000 years ago. We're not gonna go into those details, but it's inevitably that parents who don't shift, who don't sustain a new way of living, who don't understand that at this now, when this video is being recorded, AI is booming. AI is coming out with different agents, with different resources. And if you are a stuck-up mindset, don't get me wrong, didn't call you stuck-up. I said if you are stuck up, maybe you are, but I'm sorry. If you have a stuck-up mindset and you're gonna tell your kids, you have to do this because this is how my grandfather did it. Great. I mean, yes, you're right. But your grandfather didn't have a laptop carrying with them in the pocket that could hear you, that could talk to you, that could transmit information, that could have internet. So it's useless to explain to a kid that your grandfather did it this way. Now, if we're talking about a philosophy of respect each other, love each other, hug each other, that's a different story. But your mindset has to be able to shift very fast. And if it doesn't, your kids will tell you. And then if it doesn't, you will distance yourself from your kid. Because your kid will want to talk about Roblox, right?
That's why family will sometimes struggle with communication. Because kids are evolving constantly, but parents stay stuck.
Of course. Because parents stay in the mindset of, I'm already all set. And if I made it this way, you're going to make it this way. And guess what the kid's going to do? Arrivederci. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you. I have an AI, I have a GPT who can answer this question for me in a second. In a second. Show me before where you could get an answer in a second. Okay? So now, most people will learn to shift or will be forced to shift. If you're not one of the most people and you want to be shifting early, let's talk about it. Like, share, subscribe, put a comment, and my team will reach out, we'll figure it out. Shifting early doesn't mean you have to change the whole lifestyle and change continents as this guy did, but it's something you need to learn, because the moment you start to shift early, the moment you start to understand that there are things happening behind the scenes 24/7, 24/7 there are things happening behind the scenes. If you understand that, madam,
Absolutely.
good. Because if you don't, your kids will come to you and they will say, Mama, have a good day. E-bikes, I love that thing. An e-bike. 6-year-old is asking for an e-bike. I'm like, what? And then I stopped myself because what I was gonna say is I didn't have an e-bike. Of course I didn't have an e-bike. But it doesn't mean my son doesn't have to have it. Long story short, shift early. Look ahead.
Grow constantly. Change your mindset.
Grow constantly. Change your mindset. The shift will be inevitable. And if you fail, try again. We'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Have a phenomenally amazing day, morning, wherever you are. If it's night, know one thing, that life is shifting constantly. Thank you.